fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Hi, everybody. I just tried to film a reaction to the Awakened training that we did on the stream today. But because it's not downloaded, it was not playing and loading for me. So I had this one prepared earlier. I was going to do it last night. Puppy moment. I'm going to go over and sit with Mabel. Don't tell anyone. I think I'm going to keep him. Shh. Okay. So this is thanks to all the new followers. Hi, welcome. And thank you to everybody who returns and gives me a view, a like, a comment. Very appreciative. Let's get the word out there. And yeah, so we've got a little bit of a Christmas theme, although progressively today, we're still hardcore with our. Oh, I'm going to put a Santa hat on the skelly. Yeah, we still love our goth themes, which is fitting because we're looking at somebody who calls themselves a rebel. She wears black. She curses. Sis, we all do. It's like she watched The Craft and she's like, That's the culture I'm going to appropriate. Please stop appropriating witch culture, alright? Christians have been stealing stuff from witches for a very long time. Hope you enjoy Yule, everybody, because that's what Christmas used to be. Alright? Anyway, this is somebody interesting. Her name is Danielle. What the fuck is it with Danielle's? Danielle Maioli, Daniela and Daniela A and Daniela Marie from WFAB. And now this one? What are you doing, Danielle's and Daniela's and Danielle? Can we stop? Anyway, I was first introduced to this human through Val from the Clan Town. And yeah, she's not very pleasant. She calls herself a spiritual gangster, which is interesting. And they do like yoga sort of clothes, tights and stuff. Like, oh God, what would I say? Like leisure wear, okay? And they're called spiritual gangster. They are just a normal business, not any other business. They just have a normal clothing business. And a lot of sort of yogis get into it. And I've got like a spiritual gangster. I used to have a couple of spiritual gangster shirts. So, qualified yoga teacher here. Yeah. And that's what Danielle calls herself. She calls herself a spiritual gangster. Looking back at it from now, because I got my yoga certification in 2017. Holy shit, really? It feels a little bit like white women's nonsense. Like, there's a couple of TikTok accounts I used to follow who they would break down how whitewashed things were, like ashwagandha and Chinese medicine, Middle Eastern medicine, Western Asian medicine. And they would, repackage it, put it in a boho aesthetic and sell it for way more. So it feels a little bit like that. And I don't know, it sort of makes me cringe a little bit now. I still do really like the idea of a spiritual gangster, but I think gangster is the problematic word there, It sounds just a little bit too much like AAVE. And that's the vibe I get from this tribe, as they would call themselves anyway. Let's unpack my own white women nonsense, right? God damn it. I have been the white woman's nonsense, and unpacking those ideas is the work you have to fucking do. Okay, you just have to. I'm sorry, you cannot say, no, this is the way it's always been done. I'm set in my way. Nah, that's not how it used to be. No, it It isn't how it used to be. For a good fucking reason, okay? I was saying this to Val as well. Like, when I first heard the term cisgender, I went, what a fucking stupid idea. Cisgender? Really? I don't have to say I'm cisgender. That's just the normal state of being. And it's like, how embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. What an ignorant point of view that I had. But this is the point. We grow as humans. And I realize, yes, I am cisgender because I identify with the sex I was born as. As simple as that. It's not more complicated. My head agrees with my genitals. That's it. And for people who are not cisgender, and that could be transgender, non-binary, whatever the category is, their head doesn't agree with their genitals. And it happens from birth. They can't help it, so we're not going to fucking give anyone shit for it either. Anyway, sorry. It's just an example of how you can evolve your points of view. You absolutely can. All right, so Danielle had an interview with one of her downline, I think, or business partners, blah, blah, blah. Am I going to have to find my conversation with Belle? Because I don't think I actually saved the picture. I just sent it to her. So I said to, I'm going to bring this into here. Oh. Hello, where did I go? Where did I go? What happened? Okay, there we go. Sorry. So I put here the mental wellness rebellion. That's what she calls it. Oh, sorry. She's in Amare. She's been in it since she's a founder. So she's been in it for 2 years. So she's at the top of the compensation plan. I said the multi-level marketing system is one that exploits people who are below you. You can have all of your rebellion and girl gang in a group that doesn't require you to pay, build a team, and get PV, GV, etc. You can also find dupes for the products at a much lower price elsewhere. You spoke about earnings, and the facts, according to the FTC, are that 99% of people do not make money or lose money. This means for you to personally win, others will lose. You swear, wear black, etc., and are very different to the big-hatted stereotype. But the system is the same. Be a badass without the MLM. That's way fucking cooler. I don't know what happened to that comment, but Val tells me that it was taken down because she disappeared off the internet for me after that. Because she blocked me, I'm sure. So, how awesome is your fucking girl gang that you're going to fucking block me? Real tough, girls, real tough. Do you want to answer the questions? Do you want to address any of the points that I brought up in that fucking point? Because that was pretty, like, it might have been seen as a bit snarky, but it was also matter of fact. It was speaking in the language that she was using, you know. All right. So anyway, after that, I was like, well, I can't see her on Instagram anymore. So what else has she got out there? And I found this Zoom call on her YouTube. So public YouTube, it's not hidden. And this is from 2 years ago, so when Amare was starting out. Amare is a health and wellness company. They claim to be the mental wellness MLM. They make outrageous claims about improving mental health conditions like depression. I believe they've even said bipolar, ADD, autism, things like that. It's fucked. It's really, really fucked up what they say. And it was watching Gus and Val in one of their videos and Savannah's deep dive. No, and Julie Joe's as well. Sorry, Julie Joe covered. Yeah, it's pretty grim. So trigger warnings for talks of mental health and wellness and medication, things like that. So, all right, I'm gonna see how slow it is, and we'll adjust accordingly. All right.
Pop up on my feed. The meeting is being live streamed. Perfect. Let me just make sure I have. There it is. All right. So it's on my Facebook, and all you guys need to do is go to my Facebook on my feed. Stop talking. There we go. And just hit share and then paste that little sentence at the top. And that's how you can share it. All right, everyone. I'm so excited about this. We're going to get going and jump right into this because we want this to be less than 30 minutes. We want to turn this into a training because we have.
It's 48 minutes and 48 seconds more of this. Danielle Mioli wastes time. This lady does too, obviously. Although Danielle is here. That's her. I don't know who this lady is. Hang on, let's make it bigger, see if we can see. Darla something? Interesting. Because this is old, I wonder if we'll see any, like, any people who have left and gone to new companies. But we know that if they've gone to one of the new companies like Awakened and Elamere, they let you do other companies because they don't give a fuck about who is in their company. They just need warm bodies.
People that are asking for it. So thank you everyone for chiming in. Let me put this on speaker view. There we go. So for those of you that I have not got to meet personally yet, I just want to say congratulations and welcome to the Amare family. And we're so excited that you guys get to have the same results as we have had. A little bit of my name's Darla. I'm in San Diego. I think I said that. Yeah, I did. One thing I want to paint a picture for you is how this all happened for me. My cousins just belong to this company and they have for years, and they're all into this mental wellness stuff. Excuse me. And I've always watched them on Facebook, but I never tried the product because I didn't want to have to say to them, it's not really working and I need to cancel my auto delivery because they were my cousins, right? They were family. If one of you guys could grab the mutes on the, please mute everybody out. And so I didn't want to do that. And meanwhile, I'm on every diet plan and every program. I'm juicing 5 days a week. I'm eating plant-based. I'm working out like crazy 5 days a week, doing, a lifelong thing. I was 200 pounds at 13. I've been on a diet, I think, since I was 9 months old. I wouldn't doubt. But
Damn, I'm sorry. I didn't give a trigger warning for weight. Talk about weight and weight loss because I wasn't expecting that. What is wrong with women my age? Look at her. She's clearly thin. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just going, but she doesn't have this. So fucking sick of people bringing their own insecurities and making it like someone else's problem. But I'm also angry that, like, you just can't find love for you. But what the fuck? If I can, you can. Because I have 35, 36 years. When I was when I was 30-year-olds trigger warning domestic violence, I was with a guy who was very abusive, like verbally to me, and told me I was fat. He didn't tell me I was fat, sorry. But he indicated, like that I wasn't as thin as this person and that person. And it's like, so look, I've come from a lot of toxicity. In the 90s, fucking heroin chic. That's when I went to high school and late teens, okay? You can unlearn it. You have to do the work though. You can't fucking exercise or diet your bad body image. It's got nothing to do with that. It's fixing up here. Fuck no. I'm sorry. I'm just sick of it. Like, I've just been listening to Danielle Mioli talk about how fucking terrified she is to be fat. What's terrifying about it? Fuck off.
My mother used to take me to every diet place when I was a kid and had me on everything because I grew up heavy when there was no plus size clothes. So this little girl right here always wore boys' clothes and shopped in the boys'
Bullshit. You're my age. You just would have worn an adult's clothes.
Section. And any dress I had, my mom had specially made. And so, yeah, that was my life.
Bullshit.
Anyway, no. So I've been watching. And like anything else, is it going to work? So I just tried it. Okay. Tried it. And they do this gut reboot thing. That's a 3-day gut reboot. And they do it a few times a year. And it just so happened she was launching one that's like launching right now.
Am I going to take a guess that there's always one fucking launching? I'm sick of hearing about the gut. Okay. Are we allowed to say stomach? I just, gut protocol. Who would call a program the gut protocol? How fucking stupid, body.
She was just launching it. So Jim and I said, what the heck, let's try it. So we got the gut reboot and the starter pack. Okay. And that's all we started with. And so here we are 6 months later. And I want to tell you the progression. Your first month, the mental clarity and the bloat is going to be the first thing that you're going to notice right away. The bloat and the mental clarity, the energy. Then comes the weight. By your third month, you will have a testimony, unless you're like a lot of these other people who their testimonies coming in their first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks. We've got many people in here that have these mind-blowing testimonies. I just got another one this morning.
Or is it because they stand to gain fucking sales by having mind-blowing testimonials? Is that the reason? Because somebody who is selling the product is not going to be, doesn't have an agenda by having a fantastic transformation. Okay? And where did I hear this one? I think it was a reel that beach body coaches used to buy 2 smaller clothes, and then they'd try to take a picture of them in the wearing the 2 smaller version, and then they'd get the proper version that they fit into, and they'd take a before and after picture just using different sized clothes. So it's all bullshit. And also, what the fuck does this have to do with you being the mental wellness company? We're still talking about fucking weight loss. Your worth is not connected to your weight. God fucking damn it.
From someone who hasn't even been in here for 2 weeks. And it was mind blowing. She's already like, I need to tell the world about this because I haven't been in remission for 2 years. It was pretty cool. And we've had other people that are.
I haven't been in remission for 2 years. What the fuck does that mean? From what? Because the only thing I've ever heard remission being talked about with is cancer. Are you insinuating that your products sent somebody into remission for cancer? No, you didn't say that flat out, but that's what someone's going to think when you use that wording. Damn. I'm fuming right now. I'm very angry. Perhaps I shouldn't have filmed another video today. I was going to film this yesterday.
Going through the same type of results, okay? And then you want to stay on this for 6 months. I tell everybody, if you're not going to do it for 6 months, don't waste your money.
Yeah, because I need to keep somebody on for the 6 months. And then once I've got them for those first 6 months, I've indoctrinated them into the fucking cult, so then they can't leave.
Plan on being here for 6 months to get the full effects, because here's what you don't know. You do not know how out of balance your hormones were until they get back into balance. Like seriously, it's crazy. And you need that gut brain access to get completely in alignment. And people ask me all the time, are you going to keep taking the product? You guys, I've been taking products my entire life. I've been on vitamins forever. Do you take vitamins? I treat it the same exact way. I will be on this product for the rest of my life because I want that probiotic in my body because I don't ever want the bad bacteria to come back. Because see, we bring in that bad bacteria in the things that we're eating and doing. Now, mind you, I eat way different than I used to eat. I used to be the juicer 5 days a week and the plant baser. Nope, for 4 months, I have not juiced one time. And I now enjoy my chef's meals, which brings so much joy to him, which makes our marriage even better. That and the Ignite. Anyway, you'll hear about that in a minute. And
her husband must be a chef. Maybe, or maybe she's fucking rich enough to have a chef because she's in a pretty fancy room right now. I don't know. I don't understand how this woman has been on. If things aren't working for you, why the fuck did you stay restricting your calories and this and that and this and that? Like if they didn't work, which is what you're indicating that nothing worked until you got to Amare. This is weird.
So then I'm going to come back at the end after my cousins have talked, and I'm going to tell you what has happened now after 6 months. So I'm going to pass it over to my amazing cousin. I think, Jess, are you taking it or Danielle? I didn't even ask which one of you are starting off here.
Oh. Right. makes sense now why she's in, but to me, this looks like privilege. Anyone who's had to be restrictively eating since they were 9 months old, which is what she asserted before, that's privilege. I, you can disagree with me, but anyone who comes from poverty knows that uh, you have to eat whatever is available. And in low income families, that often is, at the moment, it's fast food, you know. There are food deserts, and so a lot of people eat fast food because it's the only thing available that's cheap enough to feed a family, and you just have to go with whatever it is. When I was younger, it would be we don't have food stamps in Australia, but we would get food vouchers. I remember getting food vouchers. Wow, you would get like a food voucher from the Salvation Army or St. Vinny's, which is another charity here. And you'd get like your basics, your bread, your milk, your blah, blah, blah. When I was down in living in Brisbane, even though I was working as a teacher, I was living alone. Because I'm an old woman, I don't want to live with anyone. So I had a friend, and she had always grown up, like she was a bit from a big Tongan family, and Tongans are big eaters generally. And there was a place where you could get a $55 trolley, you could go shopping, it was a discounted like supermarket, and we would go there, every fortnight, to get what we could. So there are ways around it, like we would have mix up nights where you would always have it had to have pasta so it didn't fill you up. It had to have some bread with it. It had to have sausages. Like it was not the best food. No one could have been on a diet. My mum was thin because she was playing a lot of basketball and she smoked cigarettes. That was her appetite suppressant. Yeah, and then like we were all quite thin growing up, thinking I was fat, of course. Yeah, so dieting and being able to be on a diet as a child indicates to me that you grew up in privilege.
I am here.
Awesome. And you know what, Jess, I just have to say one more time, you own the title of I Told You So, and you own it. Be proud of it. And I've always, as many of you know, I'm a life and business coach, and that's what I do. And I've been wanting to mentor these two in their network marketing businesses for so long. And I've always been like, I hope one day I get to mentor them. And they've always wanted to be in business with me, not knowing how it would ever happen. And isn't it beautiful how the universe and God brings things?
What a fucking coincidence. Your career is a life and body coach or whatever, life coach. Smacks of privilege yet again.
Together the least ways you expect it. All right, beautiful cousin, take it over.
Oh, thank you so much. We feel the exact same way. And what an incredible journey this has been together. And watching the ripple effect of your own experience has just been, that's why we do this.
Look at her house. That's a very nice house. That is not a house where somebody is not doing well. I mean, maybe they're heavily in debt. We don't know, but it's got the appearances of a nice house.
Right. So I'll just share. My name is Jess Yonda. I am sitting in my RV out on the Texas coast, and
that is an RV. I wonder if she has a house as well. She probably does. You gotta be fucking kidding me. That is an RV. Wow.
I came across this whole concept of the gut and the gut brain axis when I was experiencing some mystery health symptoms. So maybe you can relate. You don't feel well, you can't remember anything, think straight, you're exhausted by 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This was me. I was on my couch. I'd have to peel myself off the couch. And then at night I was wired and I could not sleep. And this was like this vicious cycle that turned into some anxiety and some depression for the first time ever. And I went down the hypothyroidism path. I went down the adrenal fatigue path.
Did you go to a fucking doctor? Do you want to say that? Because that's where you should go first. What does it mean that you went down a hyperthyroid fucking path? That it's confusing and it's purposely vague.
I went down all sorts of paths and I didn't feel any better. And so when this crossed my path, like you said, I was thinking, I tried so many things. I highly doubt this is going to work. And lo and behold, it was the missing link. And so if that
What a coincidence that it's also something that has paid you handsomely. Such a coincidence that you could make a business out of it.
Is you right now and you are feeling like you can't remember anything, you're feeling like you're metabolically stuck, you're feeling like
What is that? How do you feel if you're metabolically stuck? What is that feeling? Do you want to describe it? Because it sounds like fucking nonsense to me.
just blah, you're in the right place, and we cannot wait to share with you this really life-changing information around.
And again, it's for people who are looking for a fucking solution to something that is serious for them. And these people dangle this fucking, here we've got a solution, dangle. And it's a fucking MLM. Like, if this was the be all and end all, and it's going to cure depression and anxiety, why isn't everyone not who has depression and anxiety on this? Anyone? I'll wait.
The gut and the gut brain axis, and how you can use it to take your health to the next level. And I mean, for real. And I've watched Darla and Jim's transformation, and it has just been incredible. So I can't wait for you to hear a little bit more about that at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to run through what does it mean to reboot your gut. If you're new to this concept, let me go ahead and pull this up. And I'm going to start this from the beginning. Okay, so could your gut use a reboot? And we're going to your gut impacts your weight, your mood, and your mental wellness. So pretty much every bodily system it impacts. And so let's go ahead and get started.
Hey, do you reckon as the host of this call, you could fucking mute people? But I will thank them for pressing the present button. Thank you for doing the bare minimum. Isn't it amazing that we're like impressed when somebody on a Zoom presses the present button, because they don't usually do that.
So I'd like you to take a look at this continuum, as we call it, and just note to yourself, where are you on this continuum? It goes from 1 to 10.
None of your fucking business. Stop asking me.
And so just think about your number, jot it down. Where are you? So when this crossed my path, I was probably more like a 3. And here I had mentored and coached thousands of people, and I felt terrible myself and couldn't figure out what was wrong, right? So
this is what makes the difference for me. Guess what? It costs $18.95 for a month. Hello. And I am Violet. I am 40 and thriving. I'm 30, whatever.
In all honesty, that's where I was. I was not able to sleep. I had anxiety. I was at the heaviest weight I've ever been. And so I was really struggling. And so maybe you can relate to some of those things. You're anxious, depressed, can't remember anything. Maybe you have some pop-up autoimmune symptoms all of a sudden. Anything on that in the red area is kind of considered struggling. Now, let's look at what we as a society consider fine. We consider fine tired, sad, brain fog. We have headaches. We're, metabolically stuck. So isn't that sad? But that's considered fine.
Do we have a source for this? Like, wait, what? If someone says they're fine, it could mean chubby. Oh, okay. Everybody, can you see that there? Chubby, bloated, eczema. What the fuck? These are the most random URTIs? Look, I am aware that I shouldn't make fun of everybody's poor spelling, right? Because not everybody is a natural or native English speaker. But these women are. URTIs? The old ERDIs. Congestion, joint pain, but chubby? And also, I'm obese, but I'm okay. This is bullshit. I got shit lip. That's like the look on my face. I had a friend who used to call it the shit lip. Like, I don't like this. This is bullshit.
And so if you're there, note your number there. But the goal is to get you up on that blue and purple side where you're thriving, right? And I love these words. I know I am sharp, I am flexible, I'm lean, I'm strong, I'm resilient now. And I'm so grateful for that path. And we're going to teach.
Lean! You're only thriving when you're lean, everybody. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. And depression's down here, I bet, too. Oh, yeah. Depression and anxiety. I'm sorry to tell you this. I am not struggling, okay? Despite the fact of having quite a few of these things in your struggling file here, okay? Got a few of the fine things as well, but I actually feel pretty good most of the time. I do have a headache at the moment. But that's because I went to bed too late last night. And I probably need to drink some more water today. Okay?
To how we did that. So I note your number and we will circle back on that. So let's jump into what is the new toolbox around mental and physical health, right? The new toolbox is we're going to address your health at the gut. And so we're going to reboot it. We're going to repair it. We're going to go into more detail about what that means. Then we're going to get your gut, brain, all your heart. So that's considered your first, second, and third brain. We're going to get it all talking to each other again correctly so that your body is calibrated. We're going to regulate your nervous system, right? Just with everything we've been through in the last couple of years, nervous system dysregulation is really, really a big
Health claim? Anyone? Health claim. Wow. Regulate your nervous system. What does that mean, though?
thing. We're going to help you reduce your stress. We're going to help you prioritize your sleep, and we're going to help you eat more fruits, vegetables, and fiber because we're going to change the ecology of your gut microbiome where you actually are going to crave it. And I'll let Darla share that at the end because this isn't just about eating more fruits and vegetables. It's about changing your cravings and your appetite signaling to actually want more fruits and vegetables, right? So that is one thing we're going to be doing. And
That's great if you have access to buying vegetables, fruit, and fiber. But as I said before, diet and diet culture and the ability to diet is actually quite a privilege. Some people just have to eat what is available to them. And sometimes that's nothing. That's the Octavia way. Eat nothing.
then, just getting out in sunlight and getting that serotonin pumping. So how important is your gut? Let's see.
I'm sorry. The sun gives you serotonin, apparently? Is this provable? Okay, I'm going to do... While she talks about the gut, this explains why you have these gut feelings. That's got fucking nothing to do with it. Oh my god. What's your qualifications to talk about this, Jessica? What did you do before this? What were you doing before this fucking MLM? Because you haven't told us. You're just this fucking person's cousin. That means nothing.
How important is your gut? Well, it's second brain. Maybe some of you have heard that. It communicates with your brain to regulate your mood, your stress, your immune response, your digestion, your weight, and more. So pretty much everything. And what we put in our bodies affects our microbiome, which is our gut, and that is our 100 trillion bacteria that lives in our gut. We're actually more bacterial genes than we are human genes, not to get all like science woo-woo on you, but when you really start to think about that, that's pretty crazy. And of course, what we put in there affects our brains and all of our other bodily systems, right? So when we're in balance, we feel great. And when we're out of balance, it can be all sorts of misfiring and things, right? Anxious, fatigue, sad, tense, craving processed foods and sugar, heavy, bloated, confused, all sorts of things, pain, right? So that's how you know you're out of balance if you have some mystery health conditions and nothing is working. And so if that's you, you're in the right place.
No, you're not. What the fuck? If you have any of those things, any of those, we're going to call them symptoms, because that's what they are, you need to go to a doctor, not to this fucking Zoom meeting. Now, the thing on the sun and serotonin, it does give you, getting some sun increases your serotonin and helps you stave off seasonal affective disorder. So it increases the brain's, so it does. Okay, cool. How interesting. Sunlight, serotonin in your sleep cycle. Now, just because they got that right, doesn't give credence to the rest of their assertions. I'll tell you what I need is the rest of my medication. During the stream, this coffee cup fell off, and it I don't know, you can't see it maybe on the side of the back. There's coffee everywhere over here. And I just cleaned the carpets too. This room has smelly carpets. I think I cursed myself because I left smelly carpets in my last house. I'm sorry. But the carpets were old and gross, like these ones here. They're old and gross, and they need to be taken out and replaced with like linoleum because it's more hygienic. Okay, let's keep going.
And the gut, of course, plays a really important role in how you feel mentally and physically. And we're going to talk about why that is. And I think, intuitively, you know that because you have gut feelings, right? You have an intuition, and that is because your gut is your intuitive brain. So expanding on that a little bit more, what causes gut imbalances? What causes things to get out of balance? Well, a whole bunch of just living life, right? Stress, being in today's world, this fast changing world, any sort of antibiotic use without, repopulating it with the good stuff, stress eating the standard American diet, sugar is a big one that feeds the bad gut bacteria and makes it thrive, which is not what we want. Alcohol is another big one. And of course, chemicals. And so we do the best that we can. And, every once in a while we have to come in and get all this reconfigured and rebalanced. So that's what causes it. And this is going to be kind of the most in-depth we'll get tonight, but I want you to understand that there's really 3 pillars of gut health. So the number one thing that people search for on Google when they say how to heal is how to heal your gut. And nobody really understands what that means, right? It's like, is it juicing like Darla was doing? Is it eating vegan? Is it drinking kombucha? Is it eating fermented foods? Is it taking a good probiotic? What is it, right? Well, so there's 3 different components to this. We're going to start with the integrity component. That is the green circle there. So your gut lining, when it's intact, that is good. And when it's not intact, so when you have stress or any of the things noted on the other slide that make it out of balance, your gut lining separates. And what happens is the things that you are consuming, then instead of voiding out your body, right, it actually seeps into your bloodstream and causes an inflammatory response. And that's what we refer to as leaky gut.
All right, I just want to look at this so it's bigger. Oh, look at the faces. That makes that funny. This is a really serious scientific thing. Gut diversity, gut integrity, gut environment. Well, this is too small for your presentation. It's not very effective. Again, ma'am, would you mind telling us what your credentials are to discuss this particular thing? That would be nice.
And this might be something that impacts you, right? So I talk to so many people every day that are like, all of a sudden I have these weird food intolerances, or all of a sudden I have these digestive issues, or all of a sudden I have this anxiety or brain fog, right? So all of a sudden I have these mystery autoimmune conditions. So this is ground zero.
Okay, so if that's the case, they need to go to a doctor, and you shouldn't be a part of that process.
Right? This is ground zero of addressing your health at the root cause by repairing that gut lining. So how do you know if you need to do that? Well, you have some cognitive decline. I know for me, like, I couldn't remember what I was about to do or say. My husband would say, don't you remember talking about that yesterday? And I was like, nope, I have no recollection of that. I thought I had the beginning stages of Alzheimer's. Seriously. That's how I knew something was wrong, right?
I think everybody has that.
So we want to get that gut lining repaired. Then we also want to go over to the purple circle where you see gut diversity. This is where what most people are attempting to do, right?
Yeah, just make sure that you've got some LGBTQIA+, some people of color, a bit of diversity. The fuck does that mean? What do you mean? Because just talking about, like, the dot points, I don't know how the dot points relate to the rest of this.
They're attempting to get probiotics in them. But what we really need to do is we need to do a process to get the bad gut bacteria to die off, right? That's what's signaling to your brain to feed me sugar and processed foods and things of that nature. So, say you're going to willpower it and you're like, I'm going to eat really healthy this week. And then all of a sudden you have a stressful moment and end up in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. Anyone? And you wonder, how did I get here? And well, so,
Who cares? Go to Chick-fil-A. Except that I think, we don't have Chick-fil-A in Australia. Are they the ones, like, they support some conservative points of view? So don't go to Chick-fil-A for political reasons. But otherwise, get fast food. Who gives a fuck? Food doesn't have inherent value. It's not good or bad. It just is. A cookie is a cookie.
If one little bit of stress will activate, the bad gut bacteria. The bad gut bacteria has been, it's been grown using like Chick-fil-A or, Doritos or whatever it is your thing, right? Sugar as its food source. So it literally signals to your brain to feed it or it's going to die, right?
Please stop demonizing any type of food.
It's life or death for these bad gut bacteria. So we want to get them to die off, and then we want to replenish it with the good stuff, right? So, and we want to do that very strain specifically, and we're going to talk about that in the next slide. So if your gut diversity is out of balance, then you might have some feelings of anxiety, some feelings of depression. You might not be able to sleep. You're craving junk food. I talk to so many people. It's just like these carbs and sugar cravings, right? Very easy to get that to go away through the gut. And maybe you have a sluggish metabolism. Maybe that's why you're here, right? So all of these things. Okay, the blue circle there is gut environment. So we have the lining, we have the 100 trillion bacteria that live in your gut. That's the diversity, and that needs to be, we need to have the right strains of bacteria in there. And then we have this gut environment, which is like your pH of your whole digestive tract. So when that's off, you have reflux, you have digestive issues, you can't poop, maybe all sorts of things are out of whack, right? Gas, bloating, that sort of thing. And maybe you're unable to properly absorb nutrients from food, right?
How would you know that? Because you're not an endo, whatever. What are the people who do? Someone will know in the comments, like endocrinologists, maybe. I just can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, so the dot points are what happens when they are not in balance. That's a confusing graphic. If you're talking about the 3 pillars of optimal gut health, and I'm talking more from a point of presentation here, don't you want to say what that is? What it is to have gut integrity or gut environment, gut diversity? I don't think that this is a good table. This is probably something that the dodgy Dr. fucking Sean came up with.
So I hear that a lot too. It's like I'm eating, but I still feel terrible. Well, your body's not able to assimilate those nutrients. So
How do you know?
There's an old saying, you are what you eat. I'm going to challenge that here with you tonight. It's you are what you eat, obviously, with the diversity and the bacteria, using it as a food source, but you're actually more what your body absorbs, right? So if it's not absorbing anything, then that's where we need to really rebalance that gut environment. So I hope this was helpful. Hopefully this is new information for you. And now you understand like gut health, right? So
It is new information for most of us because it's BS. And it's not helpful because who the fuck are you? Who are you? You're just this woman's cousin. We don't know what your credentials are. I'm coming at this fresh. I don't know who this bitch is. Like, I'm not being condescending. I'm like, I don't know who this person is. Okay? Other than Danielle Digrandi's sister. And I know a bit about Danielle. So, what are your qualifications, ma'am? If you led with that, then I wouldn't be sitting here wondering, how do you know this? What is your source? There's not a fucking asterisk to split between any of them to say, where did you get this from? Not even a source for the diagram. So, even if Dr. Sean FTC violation, man, even if he made this, you can still say, provided by Dr. Sean Dickhead,
when you type in how to heal your gut, this is what that means. Okay. This is the other thing that'll be new to you that was like life-changing when this crossed my path. So when my mentor, when I was talking to him about my, unable to remember anything, my anxiety, my sleep issues, all these things, he said, are you taking a probiotic? And I said, of course, I've been taking a probiotic since I can possibly remember. I take a really good brand. It's expensive, all the things. And he looked at me and he said, what strain is in that probiotic? And I'm like, strain? I have no idea.
Don't pretend that you cared about the fucking strain until you joined this MLM, where you have to talk about it because it's a way of selling your product. No one fucking cares. If it's a product that is, it has peer-reviewed testing, it is FDA approved, it is all of the, certifications to be whatever, like, I don't know American, things, but in Australia, Therapeutic Goods Association, which I had seriously maybe heard of. And now I'm talking about it constantly. And my dad, he's just been approved as a cannabis user through the Therapeutic Goods Association. So, if it's gone through all that, I don't care. I don't need to know all of this shit. Okay? Because I can trust the brand. Because they're going to tell me the results of their R&D, research and development. They're going to show me the studies. They're going to do this, that, and the other. Your company is not, because it's probably a proprietary blend. You can tell me all these things are in it, but if it's not approved by the FDA, then it's a different thing. Now, I know in Savannah Marie's deep dive, she did talk about them having superior products. They did have good products. That Hiptran, their CEO, is somebody who is invested in this, has a lot of money to invest, and is, trying to provide good products. It doesn't make it any better. The MLM part is still the shitty part. Have a health and wellness company. It's fine. But MLMs are a corrupt system from the get-go.
So that's when this concept of strain specificity, as we'll call it, crossed my path, and hopefully
Specificity.
you're really going to learn something from this. So you want to match the probiotic strain to the health outcome you're looking to achieve. So when I went home and looked at the bottle of my probiotics at home, they were some of the probiotics that you see here under digestive health, which is great. So it had the probiotic strain for mineral absorption and inflammation and that sort of thing. Great. But what I was really dealing with was insomnia, anxiety, and brain fog, right? Which are all of the mental wellness strains on the left-hand side of this. So there are strains for mental well-being. So cortisol, adrenal balancing, anxiety, depression, calming, that sort of thing. There's digestive strains, which is we consider like just helping our body.
Are you suggesting that a probiotic can cure my depression? Because it fucking can't.
Body, assimilate and process and move things out. There's strains for immune function there. And then there's this new category of strains, which is really innovative around weight loss. And this is where it gets really cool. We can actually go in and recalibrate your gut for fat loss, for appetite control, for inflammation and bloat, and for better sleep quality. So how cool is that?
I wonder if they're going to talk about leptin, because that is something to do with hormones. Like, I have talked about being on Ozempic, and I am trying to get back on it. I don't think it works like the stupid Awaken Zenith product, and it has nothing to do with this. If probiotics were a weight loss solution, we wouldn't have fucking obesity. No one would be overweight if all of these fucking MLM products actually worked. My head is starting to pound because I'm so angry. I wasn't ready for a weight loss story. Okay, I didn't think that this would be about weight loss, because Amare is the mental wellness brand, and I thought it would be more hosted by Danielle, who thinks she's this badass business bitch, and that's why I was watching this. So I'm just a little bit fatigued, maybe a little bit triggered, but yeah, like, I'm so sick of talking about weight. It's bullshit. Like I said, your worth is not about your weight.
I bet you're going to go and look at your bottle right now and try to figure out what strain you're taking. And you're going to be like, that's not what I'm looking to get out of my probiotic. So I hope that was helpful. All right. So are you experiencing brain fog, overwhelm, and anxiety, right? This is where I was at. And let's talk a little bit about why that is. So you have three brains, and your brain is considered your first brain, your gut is considered your second brain, and your heart is considered your third brain, right? And they all talk to each other when your gut is in balance, right? Because your gut produces all of it, 60 to 90% of your neurotransmitters. It produces your hormones. It produces a lot of your immune system or your immune cells for signaling. So when your gut, your second brain, is out of balance, it's not able to send all that signaling to your brain and to your heart. So maybe some of that is starting to be like, oh, that makes total sense, right? So if something's off, it's because all this signaling is off, right? And so for me, it looked like, and it felt like my brain was low on cell phone bars. That's how it felt. It felt like I wish I could reboot my brain, right? Like my iPhone. And so maybe you can relate to that. How do your three brains communicate with each other? This is really interesting to know, because again, your gut produces all of those feel-good chemicals. It produces a lot of your immune cells or cytokines. It produces a lot of your hormones. So, and a lot of that communicates 90% one way up to your brain and throughout your body. So think about that. And primarily it communicates through your nervous system. So if you remember on one of the first slides, when I talked about, the new toolbox for optimal mental and physical health, a big portion of that is regulating your nervous system.
Again, I'm sorry if this is repetitive. What are your qualifications for telling us about this? Because at the moment you're a woman in an RV in Texas. Like, please, just, where did you get this? What is your source? How do you know this? I am very frustrated by this. But you know what? It sounds like she knows what she's talking about, because she's memorized this thing. She's got it memorized. She's got it down to an art. Obviously, she's delivered it many times. It's more organized than Danielle at Awakened.
And so we do that through what we call this axis. So your gut, brain, heart axis, and that is your nervous system, your vagus nerve primarily. So isn't that fascinating? I hope that was new information. And not to mention your heart, getting that axis recalibrated actually syncs your electrical currents in your heart to your brain waves, right? So we want all of that in sync so that you feel like you're firing on all cylinders again, right? That is the missing link for people. So And again, I'll just go through this real quick because 60 to 90% of your feel-good chemicals are produced in your gut. So when somebody comes to me and they're like, oh, I can't remember anything or think straight, or they come to me saying, I can't focus, I think I have, ADHD or ADD. Well, we start in the gut because your gut produces a neurotransmitter called.
No. Do you know where we start when somebody talks about that? We start at a doctor. What the fuck are you doing? Talking about this. You don't have the qualifications to talk about this.
Norepinephrine that we can then feed and get that producing and signaling to your brain again, right? So dopamine is another one, whether you're motivated, maybe you could use a boost of motivation, your serotonin, whether you're happy or sad, your oxytocin, whether or not you can connect with other human beings, especially in this crazy world right now, GABA, whether or not you can relax and sleep at night. So very, very important to nourish your gut and to get these feel-good chemicals producing and signaling to your brain again. So I hope that was helpful. And we do that through Amare Global, the mental wellness company, and our really innovative products that help support the gut and the gut-brain axis and the gut-brain heart axis. So it means to love in Latin. We're all about helping you put the oxygen mask on yourself first before assisting your favorite child. No, before helping others that depend on you so you can show up fully. And our goal is to help people improve their health and happiness, right? So I think we could use a little bit more of that in the world. Our products, what's really neat about it is we are combining ancient wisdom from Ayurvedic and ancient Chinese medicine, right? So we're taking ancient wisdom.
Oh, I love. This is White Women's Nonsense 101. The colonial taking of other people's traditional medicines. Love that for us. Can we just let people who are in that culture be the practitioners of that and not take it and make it something else and charge lots of money for it?
And then we're combining it with like the latest and greatest science around the gut and gut-brain axis to really take your health to the next level. So that's really something that I appreciate about the product. So we help you level up. We help you boost your mood, your motivation, your metabolism, your mental fitness, your confidence and weight. And so we're going to run through how we do that. So.
Oh, hang on. That was too quick because there was confidence and weight. Metabolism, that seems like health claims. I'm so tired of this. But also, are we jumping? Like, what's the picture got to do with? I hate it. I hate it.
We do that. So now we're going to jump into solution. And this is where Darla started. And this is where you will start. We're going to start with rebooting your gut and repairing your gut-brain axis. So let's dive into that. So days 1 through 3, what does this look like? It looks like something that we call reboot. And this prepares your gut or your gut microbiome for the replenishing process that starts on day 4. So this helps expedite the die-off of bad gut bacteria. So again, it gives you that clean slate to work with. So
are they trying to purposely avoid the word detox? It seems like it because everybody now, there's a bit more of a sort of focus on detox not being necessary because that's what the liver's for. So yeah, interesting.
This is days 1 through 3. We have a program guide. We have a recipe booklet, and you can eat as much as you want from the boosters list. And it's super simple, and you don't need to be in your bathroom for it.
Oh, so it is restrictive dieting.
It's very mild. Okay. And then on day 4, we're going to come in and we are going to start to replenish your gut and get your gut-brain axis talking to each other. So we do that through a system called Fundamentals. And it actually won Best Finished Product back in 2018 when we first launched to the market, which was really cool. And so this contains the probiotic strains for mental well-being. So for, focus.
Can it clinically proven to increase good bacteria in the gut? I need this to be bigger again. So, what? Lower tension, lower depression. This is that fucking table. Hang on. That's the. What does this say here? 30 days with. I'm going to have to look it up because I would like to know what the clinically proven thing is. The Nutra Award, Best New Finished Product. Mentabiotics. Mental Focus, Mentasync. Why don't you use the whole mental? Probiotic strain, wake up wakes up brain and activates neurons for better focus, memory, and sharpness. Repairs gut lining and recalibrates signaling between the gut and the brain. Oh, fucking hell! Does this, I'm sorry, you can't see my face at the moment, lower depression by 55%. What the fuck does that mean? As somebody with depression, my depression doesn't work in percentages. I either am depressed, very fucking depressed, unable to function normally in my normal daily life, or I am okay and I can function with day-to-day life, okay? I have depression 100% of the time. It is a chemical imbalance that I have that is well maintained by my antidepressant. Where the fuck did I put it now? I took it, but fuck it. I've like seriously put that in. Okay. When I don't have this, big trouble. Big trouble. So shut the fuck up about depression.
For stress, for calmness, for happiness and motivation. It contains the focus product, which helps like turn your brain back on and helps reduce brain age and improves memory and cognition. And then it also contains something called Sync, and this is what gets the gut and the brain talking again, right? So we're feeding it the right strains to start producing all the chemicals that need to be produced that are probably not being produced, and then we're getting it talking to the brain again. So this starts on day 4, and this starts the rebalancing process. Okay, and then we're gonna, if you have weight loss and fat loss is one of your goals, then we're gonna want to reset your gut signaling for weight loss and fat loss and appetite control. And we do that through another probiotic blend that is targeted for weight loss, fat loss, inflammation and bloat, and appetite control. So this is a really, really cool blend. It was just nominated, actually just won probiotic. It came in 2nd place for probiotic of the year. So we're really excited about that. And yeah, so you want to add this on, and this comes with a program guide to follow, and it's super simple. So this is for people that are doing all the things and can't get the scale to budge. This is not a quick fix. You have to really need to do it in conjunction with the reboot and with the rebalancing of the gut and the gut brain axis. And like Darla said, in month 2 and month 3, you'll start to see some shifting of your weight, which will be sustainable, right? So
this is a weight loss, a specific weight loss product. I am looking at there. Is it possible they've changed the names of some things? I can see GBX, but I can't see GBX Fit. Reboot. There's the reboot. There's the probiotics. Mentabiotics. Probiotics. There's the reboot. That's some antibiotics. Seed fiber, superfood. Pumpkin spice protein. Great. So they've got protein for weight loss, I'm sure. They've also got an energy drink. And how much is it? It is $44.95 for 12 cans. Wow. This is Amare Edge watermelon? What is that? Huh. Energy, that happy juice. So, okay. I'm gonna go to the confident. That's the categories they had before. Oh, they still do have the GBX Fit. Isn't that what's on the product? Yep. Okay. The transformation pack, energy, plus the protein. So obviously they've introduced. Well, I don't know. They might talk about this. Oh, there's the Sync, Heart. All right. I just want to see if I can find this stupid fucking thing. Our story? No. Our science. Let's have a look at the science. I love science. Oh, stock footage with culturally diverse people. Gut, brain, heart, access. Mental wellness for everyone. Dr. Sean Talbot, who was sued by the FTC. He's been on the Dr. Oz show. That actually gives him less credibility in my point of view. Okay, where is this thing? Download quality control PDF. Don't mind if I do. See, this is like, they're like, look at us. We have documents. We have a lot of documents. And I think you'll find that our documents are really good documents. And they prove that we have research. Also, I just want this percentages thing. So this is the fundamentals pack. They're still flogging this. Let's have a look. 2018. What's a Nutra award? Let's have a look at that. Doing a little bit of a Nutra award. New Hope. Nope. I don't know if I'm in the right spot here. Nutra award. Dr. Sean Talbot. Awards. Why am I not getting just like a clear thing that says Nutra awards? I'm sorry if this is a little bit boring for people. Loot Max 2020 wins Nutra Award for Best Functional Ingredient. But what is it? What is Nutra Awards? Why isn't it easy to find? Because who are we? What should I put in here? Official? Maybe? There we go. Why is there not just a Nutra Award? Hang on, let's have a look to see if we can find the website from here with the pictures. Nutra Award. No, that is something different. Why is this so hard to find? It shouldn't be hard to find. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, people are using it for their credibility bullshit. I can't see it. Why is there a picture of him on here? Analysis. There's only 4 pages. And one of the pages is a picture of him? Jesus. Amare gear. I just want to see this fucking thing with the... What else is in our science quality? No, I already looked at that. Programs. Let's have a look at that. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, meditation, movement. Great. Look at all these diverse people. They all look pretty. They're not... This looks like a lot of white people. Because they're the actual people from who are in it. We're the worst. I'm sorry. On behalf of white people, like, fucking hell, we've done some fucking damage. What else is that? Oh, I already pressed that. Tish, come on. Am I going to become a brand partner? Oh. No? This is all such BS. Oh, we have an income disclosure statement. Let's take a look. Wellness partner, that's the first one. Okay. So, oh, they have like 1 heart, 2 heart, 3 hearts. Oh, this is disgusting. Like, their compensation plan is a manipulation in itself. Oh my god. So people, the wellness partners, there were 86% of people, the large majority of people make $25.04 a month. And I am pretty sure that that does not include what they buy as a customer. Alright, I'm gonna save this. Is that gonna let me save it? Yeah, that should let me save it. Okay, I just don't know where these percentages came from. It's bullshit. Like, you either have depression or you don't. There's no fucking percentages about it. And stop talking about things that you don't know about. And who is Nutra fucking Awards, because I couldn't find it. Oh, maybe if I do a search for Nutra Ingredients USA. All right, I'll do that, but I'm just going to keep going.
Through recalibrating gut signaling. The next thing we are going to do is we're going to up your motivation and mental flow. So who wants to be in the zone more often? I think all of us, right? We want focused in the zone energy. And we do that through a product called Edge. And this is our new, brand new nootropic. It was actually new best supplement finalist as well this year. And it's a simple, all natural drink that helps you boost your mood, motivation, and metabolism. So tackle your to-do list. It helps support mental flow, endurance, and it actually regenerates neurons, right? So those of us who could use some extra support cognitively, or you feel like, you are predisposed to neurological degenerative diseases, this is really good to get in you. So again, super simple. It's just a nootropic drink with 3 ingredients, and it really takes your your life.
Wow, I just can't believe, like, I can. Obviously, I can. Look at what this says. I think I found Nutra Ingredients as well. But Nutra Awards, I mean. What it is, an all-natural nootropic. And now this is a buzzword, so I'm going to look it up. That helps give you the motivation to crush your to-do list and tackle your day with ease. Kind of like your secret superpower. I'll tell you who this is aimed at. Anyone want to guess? ADD. ADHD. How it works. Mango leaf, lychee fruit, palm fruit. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what's in it? I'll have to look at the actual ingredients. So let me put that on a different page over here. I'm going to look at Nutra Awards in a minute, but why you'll love it. A Jedi, Einstein, superhero, you. Amare Edge, the all-natural nootropic that helps give you the motivation to crush your to-do. You already said that, and tackle your day with ease. That's what you said already. Kind of like your superpower. With an asterisk, that goes nowhere. There's nothing that the asterisk actually fucking refers to. Thanks, Amare.
To the next level. When I first tried this, I ended up producing like 3 huge pieces of content, a podcast episode. I went and meal prepped, and I don't even like to meal prep. I went shopping for meal prepping, and it was like 2 o'clock, and I was like, who is this person? And then I was like, what am I going to do for the rest of the day? This was on a Saturday when I got this product. So no caffeine, no junk, no sugar.
So that's quite unusual that you would actually have those results from fucking mango, lychee, and palms. That's bullshit.
Anything like that. Just really, really, really in the zone, mental flow. All right. So, and then we have some targeted solutions. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but if you need extra support for stress and adrenal rebalancing, or pain and inflammation, or hormone balancing, or you need some extra support with your sleep, then here's some target.
No. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. To quote Julie Joe, and I can't remember who said it before Julie Joe, that she's saying, shut your mouth. You need to go to a doctor. You do not need to go to these products.
Products that we might want to consider adding on, along with digestive and energy. So just know that those all exist, and they're amazing too. Like Mood is a yoga class in a bottle and reduces stress by 70% within 20 minutes. Who needs that? Do we want to send one to everybody right now? I think the whole world needs a bottle of Mood, right? So Mood for me now, when somebody cuts me off in traffic, I'm like, oh, maybe they have somewhere they need to be. Old Jessica would have probably accelerated the gas pedal and tried to follow them. Right? So this has been a game changer for my response
I don't know if you know this, Jessica, but that is not normal.
to things going on in the world. So maybe you can relate to that. I have people that call me and say, I'm no longer yelling at my kids in the morning. Yay, right? You have the resilience. So whatever that looks like for you. So there's a couple ways to
Hey, can people not, like, I don't know. I do yell sometimes at school. I get frustrated. But, I mean, let's try not to.
lean into this. You can, there's a customer option and a referral partner option. And we put together 3 starter packs for you because you're going to get the best results. And we really don't want you to not get results, right? So what you need, the bare minimum is the gut brain access rebalancing system, the reboot, and the purple pill. And that's what we put together for you in the starter pack. And so this is a really great option to get started. The other option is our entrepreneur pack, which comes with all of the products that you see in the starter pack, but it also comes with the mental fitness pack, which contains the mood, the sleep, the relief, and the energy. So if you could use some extra boost in those areas, that entrepreneur pack might be a really great option for you. It also comes with a few edges, so you'll have a stockpile of that, which will be nice because you don't want to run out of that. And then
Okay, I just want to show people this, which says that Amare Edge proprietary blend, 200 milligrams. So, who knows what's in it? Because it's a proprietary blend, as per usual. But, so that's what isofiber, prebiotic fiber, natural sweetener blend, natural flavors, which can be fucking anything. Natural flavors are an all-encompassing thing that does not mean they're natural. They could be from a lab. They can be chemicals that, bad chemicals that people say that you shouldn't be eating. Okay? Because it's like this says it's all natural somewhere as well. Somewhere, where did I see that? Yeah, like all of these things. All like it's so good. The all natural nootropic that supports motivation. It's not though, because natural flavors are not natural. And it is $150. Oh my god. And how long does that last you? How often are you supposed to take it? Let's have a look. Like, I love grape flavor. Yummers. That's my favorite. I drink, because I don't drink a lot of water. I try to make myself drink water, and I have the grape electrolyte, like sugar-free, whatchamacallit, Gatorade, because it's got the hydration, but it's got that nice little flavor of grape, a little dash of grape, and I like that. Servings per container, 30 servings, so it's a month. $150 a month. Though you can get it cheaper for a, what is it? Subscribe and save. All right, that's our PIP, which is the product information. All right, let's keep going here. So far, nothing from Danielle.
we have a launch pack option. So if you want to just try all the products and also with the protein, the superfood, the seed fiber, we have a kids pack that does the same thing as the adult gut brain access rebalancing that comes with that. So there's 3 different ways to get started based on your goals and your budget. So just know that those are your options, and we put it together for you in a simple way so that you'll get everything you need for success. After this first purchase, you're looking at an ongoing maintenance program of about $200 to $250 a month. So again, when I looked at this a while back, it has been the least expensive thing I've ever done to get to the root cause of all of my health symptoms. That I was going down blood work, after natural path, after you name it. This was the simplest and the most cost-effective thing I have ever done to get to the root cause. So
she mentioned doctor then. She just talked naturopath. Why not explicitly? If you went to a doctor, don't you think you would explicitly say that? But no, you can't say that because you have to, stay on that side of, not mentioning doctors because you don't want them to really think about doctors at all.
Let's see. We have an amazing promo this month that I wanted to share with you. With the purchase of any one of these packs, you are also going to get our brand new hormone balancing system. So a free Ignite 2-pack. This is really good for just bringing your hormones
how would you know that you need to balance your hormones if you were not in a fucking, like, going to a professional who's actually going to give you a prescription for testosterone or estrogen or whatever hormone you are requiring, you know?
back to their natural balance. And if you're watching this in a different month, there might be a different promo, but just know for this month, this is the promo. And be sure to check back with the person who shared this video with you to see what the promo is for the month that you're watching this. So Darla, I am going to hand it over to you and share a little bit about how you turn this into your health journey into something that you never thought you were going to do. And let me unshare my screen. So
I would love to. Jess, thank you so much. That was awesome. Everybody drop some love in the chat for Jess. Do you notice that she never once said, I forgot what I was going to say? I used to say, I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Because I sit on Zooms all day long, right? I used to say that all the time. I have not said that in at least 4 months.
Great, good for you. Well done. Ugh, I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
And anybody that knows me can vouch for it because they're used to me saying it. And they usually say squirrel, squirrel. And I haven't been called squirrel in a long time. And so, you know, what has happened to me?
That's an ADHD claim right there. Like coded. It's coded language.
Still don't believe. When I look at pictures, when I look in the mirror, I don't see the same person as what I see when I look at a picture. When I look at a picture, I'm like, oh my gosh. And my mom said to me just yesterday, she's like, honey, I saw a picture of you. You really shouldn't lose any more weight. And I was like, Mom, you've never talked to me like that before. Because she's never, ever, ever said that to me. No.
Oh my God, that is so dysfunctional. Like, she thinks that's good. That's very strange. I'm sick of, like I said, I'm sick of seeing middle-aged women who fucking publicly hate their bodies and expect everybody else to. Oops.
Ever said that to me. And I've had 2 people now tell me that I shouldn't lose any more weight. But it's been life-changing, not only for my health-wise, but for wealth-wise as well. Because people, it's crazy. I made a post on Facebook of me in this dress, and I couldn't believe how good I looked. And I tagged my cousins in it and said, you guys get all the credit. I should have listened to you sooner. You own the title if I told you so. Well, we got home from a 1-month vacation, and in our mailbox was nearly $2,000 in checks. I'm like, what are these checks for, Jess? She's like, your post. So many of your friends have been reaching out to us to order the product. And I'm like,
What? How are they mailing like physical checks? What? Huh? I am confusion right now.
you've got to be kidding me. And it just spiraled from there. You can't, when you have a testimony and you feel amazing, there goes the mugs, my hairs are standing up. When you feel amazing and you have a visual transformation, people are going to ask you, what are you doing? And you can't say, I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to make money. So sorry, it's just not going to go that way. And it has resulted into something we never expected. So here we are nearly 6 months later, right at about $20,000 in commissions, an electric bike, AirPods, an Apple Watch, bonuses, and all expenses.
And all of that you have to fucking that's accounted as income. It's not a gift. You have to pay tax on that. Didn't think we'd be hearing income claims, but here we are.
Paid trip for 2, including airfare, to a wellness retreat at a Westin in Panama. I mean, like, I didn't ask for it. It just happens because of the way that their compensation plan is and all the rewards they give you for sharing it with people. And here's the thing. We get 80% of everything that we take for free. We only pay for our maintenance pack. That's all we pay for is our fundamentals pack, which is the minimum order that you need to place in order to be qualified, which is
I'm pretty sure you have to pay for everything that you order. Wouldn't you? Yeah, but you get a commission check back. Like, it wouldn't be like, unless they give product credits instead of that. Like, I know my dad does that.
that small first starter pack, and I think the purple pill is something like that. Everything else we get because of all the free products that you get from as you're rank advancing and people are joining you, and when you place an order, you get more free product and free product. So you guys, if you
Oh, okay. So, however, what if you are, as we saw on that income disclosure statement, what if you do not rank advance? Then you have to pay for all of your products at the bottom. And who gets a cut of that? Your upline. That's why the system is cooked as fucked up, Darla. Your fucking weight loss journey. Well done to you. Sounds like you still hate your body, so maybe the problem wasn't weight loss. Maybe It's this. Okay? Because that's what it fucking is.
Look back. Have we spent a penny? No, we didn't spend a penny. We've
Because
actually
you've
made
ranked up.
lots of money. So when you transform your
Because you're underneath these two women, your cousins, you got the connect, and they're at the top of the fucking table. They are making money on the backs of their downline. Okay? Good for you. You can have poor fucking morals and ethics and take advantage of people like that. But 86% of your fucking company is on the base level, which means they do not get product credits. So you can shut the fuck up about that as well.
wealth, it automatically when you transform your health, it automatically transforms your wealth. So I can't tell you enough how great on many different levels this product is. That's all I got to say. We will never stop taking this product until something happens, but nothing's happening. Even yesterday. So yesterday, as many of you know, my father passed away. Yesterday was his 89th birthday. This is my daddy from his 88th birthday. So for his 89th birthday, we went and released his ashes at he used to go for 5 years, 5 days a week. He fished at the pier, at the end of the pier, at the same spot for 5 years.
She just went from, because I'm trying to, I was just having a quick look at the Nutra ingredients thing because I want to work out what this company is that gives out these awards. How could you just go from weight loss to my dad died? Oh my god. It went from one extreme to another. God, like, I don't want to rewind it back, but how the fuck did we get here? Because I missed how, like,
he would fish there, and that's where he wanted his ashes released. And anytime we would go fishing, he loved to have lunch at the little cafe that's at the end of the pier there. And he would always order the captain's platter. And I would always sit there and say, gosh, Dad, that's so bad for you. You shouldn't be eating that kind of stuff, because it was all
shut the fuck up. Food is not bad or good. This poor woman's father is still getting fucking bullied in the afterlife. Leave him alone. He's fucking dead. Like, fuck off. You've got that picture of him on your little set there, and you're talking crap about him? That's bullshit. Fuck off. What a way to mourn your father. Complain about him on a fucking MLM Zoom.
fried. Every single bit of it was fried. And he would sit there and he would eat every single piece of that captain's platter. So the whole family went yesterday, and we went to that cafe for dinner. And in honor of my father, we all had captain's platters. But Jim and I split ours. We split the captain's platter.
Oh, great. Oh, that's so good. You're so much better than everybody. Oh, I'm so good. Me. I split mine. Fuck off. Oh my god. I'm very angry. I'm sorry, I'm very angry.
It was so hard to eat. I had to just eat it in memory of my dad. It just didn't taste good.
What the fuck are you fucking... Why are people eating things they don't want to eat? And you bragged about it, and oh my god. I'm very frustrated right now. And angry.
Didn't taste good. And I still lost weight when I woke up this morning. It was only, I guess they're ounces, 2 of them down from the one yesterday.
What's important there? What did she just give value to in that conversation there about her dead father? The weight loss. Bragging about that weight loss was the actual star of that show. The dead father was the vehicle. That's fucking disgusting in my books, and it's just like Danielle Mioli. Even though I hope that she can come to peace with her body and have, at the very minimum, body neutrality instead of just hating it. I know that she's not happy because she won't be happy with her body image because of this. What we look like has nothing to do with anything, really, if you don't fix this. So she won't be happy, but how fucking scummy to use your dead father as a way of talking about your weight loss. Disgusting.
Okay, but it was still less than up on the scale. And seriously, you guys, I can't say enough about it. Can't say enough. So what's the next step from here? The next step from here is getting back to the person that invited you, and make sure that before your second order runs, this is very important, before your auto ship, your subscribe and save. So when you enroll, you have to set up a subscribe and save. You can cancel it, you can move it. It's not something that you're contracted into. You just need to set it up in order to get the discounts. If you don't want to set it up, you don't have to, but you don't get the discounts. You pay full retail price. So just set it up. And if you're hesitant like I was and like everybody else is when they start, just cancel it or move it. But here's the thing, on your second month, before your subscribe and save bills, make sure you reach out to Jess and Danielle or myself or Taryn or Elaine or Sandy or who are all the other people, Morgan. I'm drawing blanks on all the people that are already making money over here now, because, and there are, last month we had five people last month hit the rank of $1,000 guaranteed income a month and $200 in free product, just because they had a transformation. We should have a couple testimonies. That's what I'd like to do. Taryn, are you on here?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Taryn is actually one of the people. She kept asking questions and questions and questions.
What is your testimony? Why the fuck do we need this other testimony? Why is this on Danielle's channel? I didn't sign up for this. I wanted to talk about Danielle because she sucks.
And questions, and what if it doesn't work and it's so expensive and blah blah blah. And I just said to her, Taryn, you've got to just trust me and let me just show you how to turn your health into wealth. And that's exactly what happened for Taryn. She has an amazing testimony. Not only that, her results got all her friends to start on the product, which they're now having their testimonies and their paychecks happening. It just unfolds like that. But she also last month hit the rank of $1,000 a month of guaranteed.
I think you'll find per your fucking income disclosure that that's not how it fucking happens. 86% of the people get $25 a month, bitch. Now I'm cranky. Now I'm real cranky. Where is it? Okay, let's have a look. How many people get $1,000 a month? 0.65. 0.65. Get over $1,000 a month. 0.65. Darla, you're full of shit. Probably literally as well, because I imagine she's taking a lot of supplements, and they all probably make you poop, and that's why you don't lose. That's how you lose weight. Guess what, Darla? Guess what happens when you stop taking them? And she said that she's going to take them forever. But you know what? Your body plateaus. Your body gets used to things. It's going to stop working for you. I'm sorry. And do you know what you're going to have to do then? You're actually going to have to get the therapy to go through it. And you know what else is going to happen then? You're going to realize what a shitty fucking person you've been. And you're going to remember. And hopefully, I will remind you. And you might find this one day, and someone else might find this. And you can remember that you used your dead father to sell a weight loss product.
Income, and now she's going for the next rank, which is $2,000 a month and $400 of free product, and also prizes and all that kind of stuff. So Taryn, take a minute or two and share your testimony if you would, please. And look at how good you look.
And Darla's right. I sat back and watched her for months and months and months. And I was one of those who actually, I'm very healthy. I worked out 5 days a week. I'm a mom of 2 small kids. And I would do supplements. I took up to 32 supplements a day. Just like Jess, I got the high end supplements. I mean, I spent lots of money on.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to spend money on expensive supplements, and you shouldn't. Also, you get to a point, a saturation point where your body cannot absorb any more supplements. And also, eat real food, please. Okay?
Supplements. I researched them. My friends would joke every Sunday I would be setting out, doing my supplements. That would be like my hour project. And they're like, this is like a pharmacy at your house. I mean, if you came to my house, I have tons of supplements. I noticed when I hit 40 after 2 kids, and during COVID, I couldn't get the weight off. And I tried. I mean, I was working out 5 days a week. I was meal planning. I thought I did all the right things. It used to work, by the way. All this used to work. And then it stopped working. Then about 2 plus maybe 3 years ago, I couldn't fit my size anymore. So I kept working out. I would do 30-day cleanses that were super restrictive, by the way, like making shakes, time your meals, no coffee, you'd have to eat all these, certain things. And I would move maybe 2 pounds. And then
Sounds like she was in Beachbody.
month later, I'd be back up again. So I just thought to myself at the end of the day, I'm 40 plus years old. I've got 2 small kids.
Look, I'm really sorry about this, but it's going to happen with this product too. Now, this is from a while ago. I have to have a look I'm gonna see if I can look some of these people up and see if they're still in the company. What I really want to do is look at what Darla was like before this.
This is just the new weight. Like I'm just gonna have to get, a couple new suit pants, even though I only got two and I was wearing yoga pants most of the time because I was doing Zoom. So I just wear my shirt so nobody can tell I was in yoga pants. So it kind of worked for me for a while. Then it stopped working for me because now I go in person sales calls. So it was really a bummer just to have two pants. But I just decided, this is it. I'm going to keep doing now. I'm just going to keep doing all this stuff just to maintain this weight because then it's just going to keep going up. So this is my new normal. Like, this is my new size. This is how I look in pictures. I didn't like how I looked in pictures. I always saw that I felt like I looked bloated. And then I just decided, okay, Darla, I'm going to do it. Why not? And I can't tell you.
Get therapy. That's what you need. You need therapy. Oh my God. Going crazy. Going crazy. I'm going crazy. I mean, more so.
I went on it for weight, by the way. That was all, just weight. And I noticed something in 2 weeks. My bloat went down. Like it wasn't the scale, but things were fitting better. And then, I've been, then a month, then weight started going down. I'm on 2 months. The biggest thing for me now, though, which I don't talk about a lot, I suffer from anxiety. It's kind of, my husband knows, the close friends of mine know, but I keep it pretty hidden from people. I kind of do an internal battle and kind of just white knuckle it.
See, if that's the case, why are you talking about it on this fucking random Zoom with these random strangers and your teammates? Because you have a fucking an agenda? Yeah? Yeah? Is that it? Did I get it right?
I would say right after a month, about a week into the second month, my anxiety levels are so much lower. Like there'll be curveballs thrown at me and I just won't flip out. Even my husband said, wow, I was kind of worried. I thought this was going to really spiral you. And I'm like, I thought so too. I'm kind of impressed with myself. I thought I should totally lose my shit right now. And I'm not. So that is not something I went on it for, but I'm more happy about that than I am at my weight. My weight, I feel great, but I did not intend for my anxiety to go down. So I've just, again, been sharing it because it's not even like selling to me. It's like, hey friends, I know you're struggling with these things, on board and feel better. And it's
talk about your ordering. Talk about your ordering.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing that happened. My sleep is phenomenal. Like I have over 2 hours of deep sleep, sometimes 3. I get 95 rating, 96, 97. That's like, that doesn't happen. That's if you have Aura Ring, if you don't have Aura Ring, by the way, you guys should purchase Aura Ring. They're life-changing, but they tell you all about that. So I record my sleep. I've recorded my sleep for years. I've never had consistent sleep ratings like this. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's been a great, Darla. Thank you.
Thank you. I told you next time I call you and tell you about something, you better just say, take my credit card. Just kidding. Okay, Roberta, I want to hear your story too. If you would share your testimony, if you would.
Yes. So, I'm high 40s and in the last year it was just like weight gain and just feeling just crappy, depression, anxiety, weight gain, sleep problems. I mean, you name it. And I was trying to do all these things that the doctor's like, oh, take antidepressants. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. Then it was, oh, let's get your hormones checked. And I did. And I was high estrogen, low progesterone. So I got on the correct medication in that regard. But I, felt maybe this much better, but it wasn't until watching Darla. And actually I got my stuff. This is kind of the sad part. I got my stuff like in, I want to say April. And I was so busy doing stuff that it sat there until 5-6 weeks ago. And so I was like watching Darla like get smaller and smaller and hear all of this good stuff. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this stuff. Why am I not taking it? So I took it and now, it's been about 5.5 weeks. And I didn't realize how sad I was until I felt happy. And that was kind of scary. I was like, oh my God, was I really that dark? Was it really? I think I was just, I'm a single mom, I'm working, I'm a happy person. And, I'm just that person. I'm a lively person. And I was kind of most of the time suffering in silence. And so this has been such a game changer for me. And I've lost 15 pounds. So that's huge. I have a chunk to go still, but, and I'm happy about the weight, but same like Taryn, like I was like, wait a minute, like the happiness is worth way more in gold, way more. So yeah. And actually, I forgot so okay. I bought my stuff, finished my month, and then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, like my month's done. Like I was like, Danielle, like I gotta like get an order and I gotta get my stuff, So there was a few days, there was like a good 5-day, I went away this last weekend and then it came, but then I didn't get home till Monday and I started to feel it again. I started to feel I was going down and I'm like, oh my gosh, it really is that, it really is that. So it's, I'm so grateful.
I'm so happy for you guys, all of you guys. All right, everyone. So we're going to stop this because we want to get it edited and cropped down and out for everybody to rewatch. And I'm so excited for everyone. Get back with the person who invited you. Just do it and be in it for 6 months. Plan on being on it for 6 months so you can get the whole progress of what it'll do. And thank you, Jess and Danielle, for all your support. And Aunt Louise, I see you on here. It's a Digrandi family thing takeover on here. I just love it. All right, everyone. Have a great evening. Somebody say goodbye.
Goodbye, idiots. I'm trying to work out. So I found Darla on Instagram. But she was always thin in the pictures I've got anyway. Oh, this is her. I'll show you a picture and you can see that she is not fat. Oh, not that big. This is only from 2002, okay? It's not that old. That's her as a. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm hopeless. Okay, I'm gonna make this bigger. Get away. Wilbur was just trying to get into the where Minnie is. Okay, I am gonna make it bigger just so you can see. So that's her. That's Darla when she was younger. She's gorgeous. She's wearing a short dress. Like, she's not fat. Are you kidding me? Look at that dude, her husband. Look at her mum. Her mum was saying the nasty things about her body. She no spring chicken, jeez. Like she's gorgeous. Like she looks like she's very tall. I don't know, maybe they're all tall. But this is her oh, maybe she's got some videos. I don't understand what's happening there. So I don't think she's big on the old IG. She doesn't even have a proper link. Jesus. Okay. Look, I am surprised at this fucking Zoom because it's not what I wanted to react to. I want to find something with Danielle in it because she sucks. She's using this like rebel aesthetic, the goth aesthetic. We wear black, we're witches, we are the weirdos, that sort of thing. And I don't like it because she's the same creature. She's the same creature. She's exactly the same as Christina Smallwood in a massive hat. Okay? You can swear and you can still scam people. So you can fuck right off with that attitude. All right. Middle white women's nonsense. This fucking toxic diet culture has to stop. Thank you. I demand it. And it shall be. My headache's gone away a little bit. I'm going to sign off, eat some dinner, and that's it. Plan a week. Plan what I'm going to do. I don't plan my fucking content because I am terrible. I would like to watch the full version of Jessie Lee Ward's Mr. Shoulders interview, that dude with the big shoulders, because that's a new story. Haven't heard that one before, JL. So I asked DC if she wants to listen to it with me, but she's a busy lady. She's a busy lady. So I don't know if we'll have time to do it soon. And I'm still without an internet provider. Still just running on data. And yeah. Feeling good about eating though. I love food. I love it. And I can eat as much as I like. So it's a good diet. I had a doctor, so I had a GP who always used to tell me I was fat. Oh, you look like you put on weight. You look like you put on weight. Look like you put on weight. First of all, fuck you. The only reason why I went for him, went to him, is because he would always let me get Valium sleeping tablets. That's terrible. He's retired now, so and I am, I'm in opiate treatment program, so I don't have an addiction anymore that required me to, have like I was addicted to opiates, over the counter opiates. So, yeah, I would use Valium occasionally just to, help sleep and things like that. Because this is why had an addiction. I was terrified I couldn't sleep. I would be so terrified that I would not be able to fall asleep, which is so dumb. Now I fall asleep at the drop of the hat. You guys have seen me? I got some videos where I'm dozing off. It's embarrassing. But yeah, I used to go and see him because I knew he would prescribe them, and because real sweaty and gross. Anyway, he would say, I was putting on weight. I'm like, we'd talk about it. But I'd also, the last time I saw him before he retired, I said to him, oh yeah, I am on a new eating plan. It's one where I eat intuitively when I eat when I want to eat. It's really good. He didn't like that. And then another doctor that I had, fucking doctors are terrible with obese people, but another doctor that I had said to me, oh, I got blood work done because I was, I was really depressed and blah, 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 and had underlying issues because of my addiction, which I wasn't getting treated for at the time. And, oh, maybe I was. I can't remember, but my blood work came back all normal. I have high blood pressure and low iron, always have. And I thought, hey, she's just told me that I'm healthy except for this and this. All right. So I'm going to ask her a question about my weight. Okay. Because she just gave me a clean bill of health, basically, except for those two things. And, and I'm like, so, I just wanted to talk to you about weight. And she said, oh, it's all about calories in, it's all about portion control. No, portion control, that's what she said. I'm like, and I didn't even tell you what I ate. What the fuck are you talking about? And the only reason why I got into the weight clinic that I'm in at the moment was from my AP at treatment program doctor who said, if you want to do something about it, here's this, I'll get you to call this lady. And, they've been the one who've been the most helpful about it. Like, hello? Really? No one else has thought to fucking do this? So, yeah, look, if I didn't want to lose weight, that would be okay as well. And it's not that I want to lose weight. I don't care. I just want to feel a little bit easier on my feet as a teacher. I was in Brisbane last year and we were still in masks, and I was having to wear a mask and be chubby and walk across it. Because in Brisbane, in the city centre, basically everything's close enough for a walk. You do 20,000 steps a day or whatever, in between 15 and 20,000. But everything was in walking distance, and I found myself really struggling with that. So I'm like, it's time to do something about this. And I also was getting horrendously fat shamed at my last school by the students. So I didn't want to go to the pool, which I love swimming. I love swimming at the pool. So I didn't want to go to the pool because I was afraid they were going to take pictures of me and pass it around, which is like, whatever. I don't care what you think about my body, but I just didn't want to risk it to have one more thing that was going to be stressful, So, yeah, weight is a contentious issue. I get it. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. And yeah, I'm going to get off here and feed puppy, maybe have a shower and go to bed. All right. Thank you so much. If you made it this long, drop any emoji that you like. I'll give you a puppy update. Oh, look at the baby. Look at the baby. All right. Have a good one, everybody. And, yeah, I'll see you next time, okay? All right. Yeah.